In the past 6 months, I have lost about 45 pounds and been able to maintain a stable weight since reaching that point. This was not the result of discipline or deprivation. This was the result of a new structure I built within my life based on guidance from artificial intelligence. It has brought me back to metabolic health, and today I want to share with you the key pillars of this structure, which I continue to apply every day in my life. The first non-negotiable for me is that starting on day one of this documentary, I deleted electronics from bed. I completely changed my bedtime routine and used bed only for sleep. And over the course of the last 6 months, my sleep has become better than I can remember. I sleep through the night. I fall asleep quickly. If I wake up, I go back to sleep. I wake up rested and ready for the day. Absolutely fantastic. The second thing has to do with my diet. I cut alcohol, I cut sugar, I cut carbs, mostly, not entirely, but I cut refined foods, highly processed foods. But I kept consuming carbs. It's just that I reversed the proportion of carbs and protein and sort of flipped it on its head. And I've talked about details around that in other videos. The third thing is that I don't graze. I don't snack. And I use snack as a verb because I do eat snacks. Sometimes I get hungry between meals and I eat a snack. This is completely normal and critical actually to the process that worked for me. But I don't graze. I really try to limit what I eat to meals, and so give my meals a clear beginning, a clear end, and eat slowly enough so that I can recognize satiety when I reach that point and stop eating. It actually required conscious, mindful eating on my part for several months, maybe 4 or 5 months actually. But today is just, it works by itself. Like many of the techniques that I've used based on Chat GPT recommendations over the course of the last 6 months. And the last pillar that is absolutely critical, I continue to do it today, and I did it as a rule for myself during this process, and today I just do it out of habit, and I do it when it's practical, when it's possible. There are times that I eat and I don't do it. And of course, anybody who's been following this channel will know I'm talking about walking after meals. This was part of the change that I made on day one. Anybody who's interested, I haven't hidden anything. I've laid it all bare. I've been as transparent as I can be in this process. But walking after meals, absolute game changer. And I have a hard time seeing myself not walking after meals. I've reached a point where after 6 months of doing this diligently, that I can just walk 10 minutes and get probably the same effect that I was getting by walking 20 minutes at the beginning of this process. And I thought it was important today, with only a week left until the final episode of this documentary series, to really talk about these. These are basically non-negotiables for me. These are the pillars of the system that has allowed me to regain my metabolic health. And so that is, I protect my sleep. I eat clear meals with a beginning and an end. I don't graze endlessly in the kitchen. I've cut sugars and carbs way down, and eat mostly, like, fresh, good quality food. And I walk after meals.